Hey, what's up, guys? Joe Madden here for Picks and Parlays, coming at you with the Sunday action over in Madrid, Spain. We got the matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins. Now, the Miami Dolphins coming off such an impressive win over the Buffalo Bills last week. Hands up if you thought the Miami Dolphins were going to get it done, because I tell you, I didn't see that one coming. I thought maybe they would stay competitive, sort of a flat spot out there for Buffalo, but just didn't see that complete upset. Josh Allen and co just didn't look like themselves out there on the field, and we did see Miami take advantage. Now, the numbers still aren't great for Tua in that win, but we're going to look at that. We're going to break all of that down. The Washington Commanders look like they are in trouble, though. This team has lost their last 5, and without Jaden Daniels on the field, this offense is a mess. The defense is fatigued out there. They can't get anything done. So looking at a total, we got a total that opened at 45.5. We did see this open as a pick'em as well. We're now seeing the movement in the lines with the Miami Dolphins with that win over Buffalo. Now 3-point favorite on Pinnacle. You'll get plus money laying the 3 with the Miami Dolphins. There are 2.5s out there as well. So make sure you shop those lines depending which way you like this game to go. Now, I'm going to get into all of my best bets in this one, what players I'm looking at for the props, where I'm going to go with a side, where I'm going to go with a total. But before I do, make sure you do me a favor here. All I ask is that you hit that like button, comment below after this video if you agree or disagree. You're fading or following me this week in this game. And then hit the notification bell. That's for yourself. Do yourself a solid hitting that, because that will let you know when these videos do drop here for free on Picks and Parlays. Now, if you're looking for the best bets from the handicappers of Picks and Parlays, you do want to head on over to picksandparlays.net to grab those. And if you're looking for just football, you want the Weekend Warrior package. The Weekend Warrior package this weekend, get every football play from your Picks and Parlays handicapper choice for Saturday and Sunday for only $49. As an added bonus, they will include those plays on Monday at no extra cost. Now, the great thing about this is sign up whenever you can during the week, because as soon as the handicapper loads these plays into the system, you're going to get an email notification. You don't have to wait till Saturday morning to see their plays out there in college football and then Sunday morning in the NFL. You will get them as soon as they get loaded, and that means you're going to get the lines before you see any movement in those lines. Also, they're going to throw in those Monday plays at no extra cost. If you're seeing this before Friday, you want to make sure you do grab that $7 best bet if you're looking to try out a handicapper. This is a nice way to get introduced to a handicapper over on Picks and Parlays to see if you do like their style. I know a lot of these handicappers, they include some props within their plays, and then other handicappers don't. So you're going to be able to see the style of your handicapper and what you do like out there. And then if you're looking for those long-term packages, once you get to know your handicapper, it's a good way to look at the rest of 2025. It's just $8.30 a day for the rest of 2025. And this is all plays, all sports from your handicapper of choice. So with so much going on right now, definitely the long-term package is the best bang for your buck. It's where you would want to put your money if you're looking to bet on the daily. So head on over to picksandparlays.net. So many talented handicappers over there. Okay, guys, let's get back into breaking down this game. Like I said, the Washington Commanders versus the Miami Dolphins. This one being played overseas. Miami's got to be feeling really good about themselves, winning 2 of their last 3, coming off that huge win versus the Buffalo Bills, 30-13. High five if you called that one. I definitely did not see Miami getting the win over Buffalo. Even though Buffalo was in a flat spot, I thought maybe Buffalo wins, Miami covers, but just didn't see that upset in the making. In that game, Tua still only passed for 173 yards. He did throw 2 passing touchdowns, but had 2 interceptions. So be careful with Tua. When we see him get those short passes, those quick passes out, he plays great. But when we see him having to pass that ball a little bit deeper, he has made those mistakes out there. Looking at the other side here for the Washington Commanders, well, I tell you, losing their last 5. They lost last week to the Detroit Lions, 44-22. This team feels like they've given up. Do they really want to get on a plane here and travel to Madrid? Well, maybe the change of continents will help them out there, because the last 5, it's been nasty. So they did have that one loss to the Bears by 1 point, but then you look at the 4 after that, they lost by 22, 24, 21, 22. it's gross what they have lost by. So you're looking here at the Miami Dolphins. It feels like a gift if you're laying any points with the Dolphins in this one. My only concern is the slow pace that the Dolphins play at. We could see this one being a little tighter, especially if Tua does try to force the ball into tighter windows, and we see the interceptions here by the Washington Commanders, because we've seen Tua throw two even in the loss or in the win to Buffalo. But I don't know if the Washington Commanders defense can step up or feels like stepping up in this game. This is a defense that's spending a heck of a lot of time out there on the field, and they're exhausted out there. They're giving up those big plays. When we look at Marcus Mariota here for the Washington Commanders, he hasn't been having those big games where he's throwing the ball a heck of a lot. They are relying on a run game out here. This offense just has had their struggles and still putting up 22 points versus the Detroit Lions. But I just don't see this being a game where the Washington Commanders are able to put up a lot of points without so many of their wide receivers in the lineup. We know their number one wide receiver, Terry McLaurin, is out. And looking at Miami, don't forget, Tyreek Hill did go out on the season a couple of weeks back. So these are two teams that are depleted in the wide receiver core. We see Miami not throw the ball a heck of a lot deep down the field, relying on those short passes and Achane on the ground. And then you do see the Washington Commanders leaning on that run game as well. I'm hoping that we see more money coming in on the over, and then we can get a 48 or 48.5 to the under. It feels like it's one pick six away from going over that total. And with both Marcus Mariota and Tua being able to throw those interceptions, you could see it happening in this one. I do think the best way to target this game is to look at Achane. I know his numbers are inflated after last week, 79.5 for his rushing yards. I do think looking at his longest rush would be a better way. Over 18.5 for his longest rush, coming in at minus 122. You can also look at his rushing attempts, that number at 16.5. I do think we will see him nicely go over that, but you got to look at Bill too here for the Washington Commanders. Crosby Merritt coming out for 8.5 as his number for his rush attempts. It's minus 130 to the over. I think he has double-digit rush attempts in this game. Now, you could also look at Crosby Merritt. I like his 33.5 for his total rushing yards at minus 114. This game to me is about the running backs. Now, Tua, if we do see him scramble in this, which I hate every time I see Tua scramble, he is one concussion away from not playing in the NFL anymore. And I thought that a couple concussions ago. So please don't put yourself in harm, Tua. But Tua, it's only 1.5 for his rushing yards. You risk those dropbacks, especially when or if they're running out the clock at the end of the game. Those couple steps backs and those kneel downs will kill that 1.5. But I think Tua can get over the 1.5. He should be able to get there. Marcus Mariota, can he put some of the weight of this offense on his shoulders? I do trust Marcus Mariota with his legs. His number feels a little high. It's 24.5. Minus 114 to the over. Instead of doing that, I'd rather look at Marcus Mariota just to run one in. Marcus Mariota to get the anytime touchdown is coming in at plus 300. I'm going to go there for the Washington Commanders. If you want to go with Bill, Crosby Merritt out here, he's plus 155. I think it's another solid way to go. I wouldn't look at Debo. I wouldn't look at Zach Ertz, even though Zach Ertz is a solid target out there. I just want to look at Bill and Marcus Mariota in this one. On the other side, for the Miami Dolphins, I think Achane is your target, but Achane, books want you to lay minus 180. You guys know I can't get behind that. Jalen Waddle coming in at plus 100. I don't like the odds on either of those. I would look at the second string running back here, Ollie Gordon the second. He's plus 430. I do think he can get some work out there on the. So give me Ollie Gordon for that tutty. It's coming in at plus 430. But again, this to me, it screams lower scoring. Wait to see if the public takes that total up. I will ultimately lay the 2.5 with the Miami Dolphins. I'm just hoping Tua doesn't cost us this game. Trying to make a play, trying to be a hero, and we get a pick six, which gets the Washington Commanders the win. That's the only way I can see the Commanders getting the win. I think the Miami Dolphins win, cover. We stay under the total in a slower pace, running style game in which Achane feasts on the ground, but I'd rather take his over for his longest rush of the 18.5. Bill Crosby Merritt goes over his 33.5 rushing yards, and Tua, he should be able to rush over 1.5, right? Marcus Mariota should be able to go over his numbers just slightly high. I'll take him for the anytime tutty at plus 300. And then give me Ollie Gordon at plus 430 for the Miami Dolphins. You guys, all the best in all of your bets. Thanks for joining me here on Picks and Parlays to talk out this Sunday game. Let me know what you're liking out there on the football field. If you do think this is a higher scoring game, let me know why you think it's going to be that higher style of game out there. And then drop below who you're liking, what player props you're liking or fading out there on the football field. You guys enjoy this early action over in Madrid, Spain. We will be back with so much more free content over here on Picks and Parlays. So do hit the notification bell so you know when these free videos drop. All the best, you guys. Until next time, stay hot and let's make some freaking money.